Welcome to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. 49-degree day for this heavyweight battle between the Eagles and the Patriots. Two bitter rivals familiar with each other dating back to the early 2000s where they met for the first time in the Super Bowl, and they would do it again in Super Bowl 52. It's the Patriots and the Eagles, and they meet again in Philadelphia. And the thorn at the back of Philly for years, Hank Cinnamon, has been none other than Tom Brady, who takes the field for the Patriots today.
I was a very young Eagles fan when the Eagles lost Super Bowl 39, and it seemed like Brady and the Patriots were the boogeyman and the monster living under my bed and in the closet. And then in Super Bowl 52, the Eagles finally got their revenge, and it was all the greatest day ever.
And an opportunity to exemplify that greatest day and fortify their spot against the Patriots with a win today. The Patriots are banged up on offense. Their starters, Morgan, Cunningham, Nance, Welker, and Ben Coates in for the injured Rob Gronkowski. But Tom Brady keeps on chugging despite many of his best players out with injury today. He is third in the league in passing yards. Second down, Brady is back on a four-man Philly rush, and he's going deep down the field for Stanley Morgan, who makes the catch and is down to the 28 for the gain of 52.
Tom Brady's been playing most of his career with wide receivers who you wouldn't expect to be much of anything. Deion Branch, Troy Brown, Danny Amendola, guys who you would think aren't very good, and he just put forward that opportunity right there.
Off the play fake, he looks and guns it to Ben Coates, who dropped the ball at the 6. Would have been a big pass play had he hung on to it. Philadelphia a bit banged up on defense as well. Asante Samuel is out for the season with a broken collarbone. Dawkins, White, Bednarik join Berge as the starters for Philadelphia. Despite the loss of Tom Brookshire and Asante Samuel for the season, the Eagles come into the day ranked number 6 in total defense. On second down, they'll go run with Nance for the pickup of 2.
Eagles really not known very much for their defensive backs, but they do have guys like Dawkins, they do have guys like Samuel, they do have guys like Troy Vincent, Bobby Taylor. So they've got some decent players playing in the defensive backfield, but Eagles are mostly known for their pass rushers and their defensive line.
Philadelphia led by the league leader in sacks and the Hall of Famer Reggie White. On first down, they'll go screen will the Patriots, and Jim Nance has got it for the gain of 4. Second down coming up.
Tom Brady in his prime worked the screen game. He worked the checkdowns. That is what made Tom Brady a household name and a Hall of Famer and officially the GOAT.
3-time NFL MVP out of Michigan. He is such an incredible football player, but that time nearly intercepted by Brian Dawkins.
Weapon X sitting in the zone. Tom Brady doesn't see him. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Third down and 7. Patriots are 43% on third down this year. Brady to the end zone. Welker makes the catch. It was Vincent with the hit, but Welker has got it for a touchdown.
A definite touchdown right there. I'm sure that's got to be Trent Cole or something like that. But he got that touchdown. He got both feet in. That was definitely a touchdown by Wes Welker. Wes Welker was a pretty sure-handed catcher outside of one play in the Super Bowl against the Giants.
Wes Welker adds to his league lead in receptions. Good for his second touchdown of the year. He has 56 catches this year. Without Randy Moss, Rob Gronkowski, and Terry Glenn, Wes Welker and Stanley Morgan both have picked up the slack. Van Buren returns to the 20, setting the stage for the dual threat out of UNLV. Many remember this guy for his legendary 1998 season, but for 11 years with the Eagles, he was one of the great scrambling quarterbacks in NFL history. Nearly 2,000 yards this year, 11 touchdowns and 7 picks, and he leads the way for the number 20 Philadelphia offense. First and 10, he'll hand it to Van Buren to begin the game, and he's got enough for an Eagles first down.
Great job by Steve Van Buren running up the middle, found a crease, and got that opportunity to get 10 yards.
The Hall of Famer with the most rushing touchdowns and most All-Pros at tailback in franchise history. An in cut to McDonald for the gain of 8. The Philadelphia offense, McDonald and Quick are their lead receivers. Retzlaff is the tight end, with Leonard Weaver joining the Hall of Famer out of LSU, Steve Van Buren. Now, he does get a little bit of help, does Van Buren, at the running back position after the Asante Samuel season-ending collarbone injury. The Eagles acquire Saquon Barkley to join him at running back for today's game. The check down is to the number 2 back, LaShawn McCoy. First down, Eagles.
The Eagles have a very big conundrum here between Steve Van Buren and LaShawn McCoy. I can understand why Steve Van Buren is the starter, but LaShawn McCoy is one amazing running back, setting multiple Eagles records and being one of the fastest guys cutting on a dime on the team.
He has the most rushing yards in franchise history, does LaShawn McCoy, and has had a fabulous season with a touchdown run and a touchdown catch this year.
False start, offense. Repeat, second down.
Yeah, that was Jason Peters, a little anxious at that tackle spot. The Eagles with Bob Brown, Lane Johnson, Jim Ringo, Jason Peters, and Jason Kelsey as their offensive line today. In cut to Pete Retzlaff, and he's got it for the first down.
Nothing better than a conversion on second down after a penalty. Usually when you go back, that kills your momentum. It didn't happen there.
Swing to McCoy, who's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Let's check out the sputtering Patriots defense. They've been a bit improved, but still ranked 28th in the league. Asante Samuel, Vince Wilfork, Ty Law, Andre Tippett, and Nick Buoniconti. Asante Samuel was a legendary Eagle, but he also played with the New England Patriots. Did Samuel from 2003 to 2007, leading the league 1 year in picks and deflections. Cunningham sacked by Andre Tippett for the loss of 8.
Yeah, with being in the shotgun and not running the football there, he just allowed the defensive line to tee off on him.
Patriots bring just the 3-man rush this time. Cunningham on 3rd and 18. He's going to the end zone, and Pihos beat everybody for the touchdown.
Keith Pihos went on that seam route. That had to have been a verticals play and just got lost in the zone, was unable to be covered by the slot corner of the safety, and he just gets by him for the touchdown.
The extra point from Akers is good. An embarrassment of riches on the offensive end from Cunningham. One of those guys is the Hall of Famer out of Indiana. P.P. Host ties the game at 7 in what has been a good one between Brady and the Patriots, Cunningham and the Eagles. The kickoff down by Edelman for a touchdown. The all-time Patriots and the all-time Eagles share a combined 10 NFL championships and 8 Super Bowls. Brady lobs it into traffic, and that pass is incomplete. Let's check out the division leaders in the AFC East. Miami knocked out the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. They are now a game and a half in front of the Bills and the Patriots for first in the AFC East. Patriots are 1 game back of a wild card position in the AFC. First down over the middle to Ben Coates.
Better grab your winter coats if you're going to cover Ben Coates, because he, over the middle, is a big body, and he will get in front of you and grab that ball.
Yeah, most teams, when you lose your number 1 tight end, are in desperate situations. Not for the Patriots. Ben Coates, a capable number 2. So after the Dallas loss in the NFC East, the Eagles are only a game and a half back of the vaunted Cowboys, and they will visit Dallas in Week 16. So Philadelphia, despite being 5-5, their playoff opportunity is still up for grabs. Incomplete, 3rd down, coming up.
Smart job by Tom Brady, feeling the rush and getting the ball out of his hand quickly, finding the sideline so he wouldn't get grounding.
On 3rd down, he'll go to the screen pass. This is Curtis Martin with a block. He's at the 50 and shoved out at the Eagles' 42. We've played 8 minutes from Philadelphia, and we are tied at 7. Welcome back, Nick Rice and Hank Cinnamon on hand in what is a beautiful afternoon from Philadelphia. 5-5 all-time Patriots on the move, tied at 7. 5-5 all-time Eagles, also a game back of a wild card spot. First down to Stanley Morgan to begin the second. And Hank, Tom Brady, you knew he was going to bring his A game with the playoffs on the line, but the man who has the most passing yards in NFL history has been red hot to begin the game today. On first down, he'll hand to Nance, who is hit and taken down with a pickup of 4.
Well, the impressive aspect about Tom Brady's game is the fact that he's converted on every third down in this game, and they've had quite a few, and he's been able to make the right plays at the right time, including screens and short passes in order to pick up first downs.
Tom Brady, like a death by 1,000 paper cuts, was so good to just beat the defense and whatever they were giving him. Brady on third down will check it down again, but it hit the helmet of the running back, and Seth Joyner recovers. What a disastrous play that is off the helmet of Curtis Martin.
We're going to have to see that this ball, yes, it did go backwards. That was a backwards pass to Curtis Martin. So obviously that's a fumble recovery.
And about an inch forward, and that would have been incomplete to your point, Hank. Out cut to Harold Carmichael. Samuel makes the stop and a gain of 5.
You know Buffalo Bills fans are upset to see something like that.
Yeah, I got to say, we didn't quite get a good angle on that sideline. It looked like behind the line. That absolutely is a forward pass, and then Retzlaff lost it, and Malloy recovers. What a crazy second quarter we've got, and the Patriots have the ball back.
I guess that's one of those situations where ball don't lie.
And Nick Buoniconti was the one who jarred that ball out. A first down after the forced fumble from the Hall of Famer, Nick Buoniconti. In the middle of the second quarter, Nick Rice, Hank Cinnamon, the Patriots go ground. First run of the day from the Hall of Famer, Curtis Martin. Good for 11 on the first down.
Yeah, Curtis Martin did a lot for 2 different teams, the Patriots and the Jets. Was a league leader in rushing. I believe it was 2004. He had a great career himself.
Curtis Martin is 6th on the all-time rushing list. Quietly one of the best tailbacks of all time. Patriots, of course, with the Martin fumble on the previous drive, are 1 for 2 today in the red zone, and this season rank among the league's worst in red zone offense. Martin buried for a loss. The tackle from number 24, Sheldon Brown.
Sheldon Brown was one of those guys who either got burned really bad, made a popping hit, or got like a pick 6. He was a really good cornerback for the Eagles.
And he's getting increased playing time with the injuries they've got in the secondary. Brady is sacked. White was in there for the Eagles, and this is Stephen Gostkowski to salvage what was a wacky second quarter for the Patriots, who lost the fumble in their last red zone trip and have to settle for 3. Gostkowski on the way, and the kick is good.
It was amazing to see Tom Brady just stand there in the pocket. Like 3 guys could have sacked him, but he was able to hold the fort down for that amount of time.
Kickoff down to the end zone for a touchback. He is dealing with major injuries. His lead receivers are none other than Stanley Morgan and Wes Welker. Meanwhile, Philadelphia's Randall Cunningham has plenty of pass catchers, including this guy, Hall of Famer Tommy McDonald, gain of 7.
Yeah, sometimes when you are not Tom Brady, that matters, when you don't have good receivers. But if you are Tom Brady and you played your whole career and essentially have won all of your Super Bowls with guys who, let's be honest, a lot of them, Bill Belichick, took off the streets.
Yep.
You can win Super Bowls and you can be dominant still.
This guy was far from a guy off the street. Five-time All-Pro Pete Pihos with the first down to the 45-yard line. Van Buren the call, and that'll send us to the 2-minute warning with the Patriots in front, 10-7. So the Eagles receiving corps, to your point, Hank, are guys like Harold Carmichael, Tommy McDonald, Pete Pihos, all of them enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Mike Quick, a home run threat. There's Carmichael again. A.J. Brown and Harold Jackson to round out the receiving corps. That is one of the great receiving corps of this franchise. Cunningham on third down. Jump ball in the end zone. And Carmichael makes the catch. It's an Eagles touchdown.
Well, Harold Carmichael is like the size of a skyscraper, so you're really not going to be able to get above him to get the ball down. This is not surprising that he was able to catch this ball. He is the biggest guy out there, and it's not even close.
At 6'8", 225 pounds, a skyscraper may be underselling his size. It makes you wonder why they haven't featured him more. Carmichael with his first touchdown catch of the year. And the Eagles lead 14-10. The touchdown grabs have come from McDonald, who's got 6, Retzlaff with 2, and then 1 from Quick, Van Buren, McCoy, and Jackson. Edelman returns to the 20. Patriots down 4, have 1:40 left in the half.
And that's an eternity for Tom Brady. I've seen him score touchdowns with like less than a minute left.
We'll see what he can do here with 3 timeouts. Hit as he throws. Brown over the middle for the gain of 7. His receiving corps is Stanley Morgan, Wes Welker, Troy Brown, Ben Coates at tight end, and Julian Edelman. Russ Francis is the backup tight end. Brady under pressure. And we've got a man down at the 27-yard line. That is Jerome Brown. For folks who don't know, he was one of the great defensive linemen of the 90s, back-to-back All-Pro, then died after an All-Pro season with an automobile accident in June of 1992. Hank, an incredible player.
Yeah, it's one of those things that your whole breath gets taken out of your whole body. I know I said whole too many times. That's super redundant. But he was truly one of the greatest players of all time. And if you could compare him to one guy who we just lost way too early, it was definitely Sean Taylor. Like, Sean Taylor was an amazing safety for the Washington Redskins and their franchise. Jerome Brown was the same thing as an interior defensive lineman for the Philadelphia Eagles. And who knows what could have happened if he had had a longer career and was able to live.
Yeah, really had an incredible start to his career. Cunningham right into traffic, picked off by the Law at the 45-yard line. Wrapped up by Van Buren on a return of 8. Ty Law with the second takeaway of that defense today. And for Cunningham, that's a throw he'd love to have back.
Yeah, he fought the Law and the Law won.
The Hall of Famer Ty Law led the league in interceptions in 1998 and anchored the Patriots Super Bowl championships of 2001, 2003, and 2004. Outcut to Brown. It appeared he was in bounds with Vincent on the tackle. Indeed he was.
Yep, just barely in bounds. Was basically taped to that sideline and was uncovered.
Well, we mentioned Brady with an eternity on the last drive. Now, after the short field, this is an ample opportunity for the Patriots. A gain of 12 on the check down to Wes Welker.
Yeah, you cannot give Tom Brady the ball inside 2 minutes because chances are he's going to do something positive with it.
3-man rush. Brady lobs into the end zone. Plenty of Eagles there, and it's tipped away by Allen.
Yeah, because Wes Welker is not Harold Carmichael.
A 5'10", 180-pound frame, sopping wet. Brady on second down, gets rid of it to Welker, who's wide open to the 15, and he's got the first down to the 7 timeout. Hank, what's amazing for Wes Welker, he's not the fastest, he's not the biggest, but somehow the man who has the most catches in Patriots history was always wide open. First and goal, he throws to Welker, who's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you might be like, maybe they don't respect him. That's why he's able to get open so much. He was a guy who lived and died in the slot, and sometimes those slot guys, those small, quick guys, they can definitely make some noise if they're uncovered.
Marvelous numbers today for Welker. 4 catches, 45 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Well, the Eagles have got a big guy, Harold Carmichael, who's playing his best half of the year. Maybe they feature him with a few seconds left in the half. Van Buren returns to the 27. What would you do here, Hank?
I think I would run the running back for a 45-yard gain and then kick the field goal.
Great call. We'll see if they can gain 45. How about 1 yard? Timeout, Andy Reid.
No, I mean, in all honesty, you got to try to. You might try to kneel the ball here because you're not really sure what you can get.
They'll run it again with Van Buren, who motors to the 33. Steve Van Buren is averaging about 4 yards a carry this season. Not quite spectacular numbers, but good enough to stay in that starting position. We'll see what they do running back-wise for the remainder of the year. Cunningham on the final play of the half. He's going to go for it all, and Carmichael makes the catch again. You certainly wish he would have went to that earlier. 2 quarters complete. The Patriots with 2 touchdowns from Grady to Welker lead the Eagles in Philly 17-14. Welcome back to Philadelphia. The all-time Patriots are the all-time Eagles. We expected a good football game, and we got it. The 5-5 Patriots are a game back of the AFC's 6th and final seed, as there's only 2 wild card clubs that make it in Madden 12. The all-time Eagles, they have lost 3 of their last 4 and have fallen to a game back in the NFC wildcard picture, a game and a half back at Dallas for the division. So a win today would go a long way for them in the playoffs. Over the middle to begin the third, first down to the tight end.
Yeah, Pete Retzlaff right here is one of those guys who's just going to get the gaudy yards. And it doesn't care where he gets it, and he's just going to get in your face, and he's just going to get more.
Very talented tight end with South Dakota State. Toss to Van Buren for the gain of 10. The Eagles outgained the Patriots by 46 yards of offense, yet they just couldn't capitalize on those short fields. We saw the interception from Cunningham to Ty Law that led to the touchdown for the Patriots' Wes Welker, which was the difference in the game. First down to Van Buren on the pickup of 1.
Well, let's be honest here. That long pass to Harold Carmichael right as the half ended, that was kind of like a little bit of stat padding.
Yeah, Harold Carmichael, 4 catches for 107 yards and a touchdown. How about another one for him? He has been the best thing going for the Eagles today.
Yeah, the guy just went over the century mark at halftime and has just been playing out of his mind.
If you thought that Tom Brady was a zero to hero in the NFL draft, Harold Carmichael was too. McDonald, 49 yards, and the Eagles are back in front.
It's very surprising that Tommy McDonald was left this far open, and that block just allowed him to spring himself into the end zone. That was one of those natural pick plays.
And hey, it's legal. His receiver was right in front of him, whether it's designed or not. Randall Cunningham's got his 3rd touchdown of the day.
And hey, if no one throws a flag, it didn't happen.
5:35 to go in the third. The Eagles are in front by 4. Edelman on a hop from about the 3-yard line brings it back to the 22. Bill Berge with the tackle.
Rest in peace, Bill Berge just passed away recently.
4-time Pro Bowler out of Arkansas State, the 1969 Defensive Rookie of the Year, a whale of a football player. Tossed to Nance for the pickup of 7. Nance in the running game has struggled for the Patriots today, but Brady, just like it seems every game this year, has picked up the slack. In the first half, he was 12 of 18 for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. He hands to Nance again for the pickup of a yard.
I think the first time I ever heard of Jim Nance, you referred to him, and I was like, wait, the commentator?
Nope, before then, he was a star in the AFL, led the league in rushing in 1966, Jim Nance. Welker on the screen pass, and here he goes again. The 40, the 30, and Welker's finally dragged down at the 14-yard line.
Isn't it crazy the two guys who have 100 yards in this game is the tallest guy on the field and probably the shortest guy on the field?
Really is amazing. And you would think if anyone would have yards after the catch, it's not the little mighty mouse in Wes Welker. Jim Nance sweeps and is wrapped up immediately by Simmons. Really just spectacular what Brady's been able to do with these lesser than players. 6th round pick, taken 199th overall in the 2000 draft, and turned out to be an incredible story and arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, as Curtis Martin gains a couple. And you can see exactly why in today's game. He's turning these lesser than known players into superstars. Certainly a scary thought when you think that Randy Moss is back next week. Russ Francis, the backup tight end, with a first down.
For years, people were saying it was Bill Belichick that built this system, who built Tom Brady, who made him into a system player. But after Tom Brady left the New England Patriots, that whole narrative changed as the Patriots started going down and whoever Tom Brady was playing for was winning Super Bowls.
And one of those no-namers is the brother of Randall Cunningham. A touchdown for Sam Cunningham, Pro Bowler out of USC. The extra point is good. It's his first rushing touchdown of the season, and it puts the Patriots back in front.
So no matter who wins this game, it'll be a Cunningham who wins it.
That's right. Cunningham has the franchise record for rushing yards for the Patriots, and lo and behold, the career quarterback rushing yards record holder for the Eagles is Randall Cunningham. How about that? Van Buren with a good return, and the Eagles will set up shop at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Glad you're with us. 5-5 Pats in front of the 5-5 Eagles, and a must-win for both. Draw. Van Buren heading right is wrapped up on the pickup of 10.
As the season is starting to progress, it's seeming like Steve Van Buren is getting more and more comfortable running the football in not 1940s NFL culture.
Yeah, you know, he's a lot like some of these other guys across the all-time roster franchise. It's hard to translate the game out of the 40s to today, but in the 40s, he was like a Walter Payton, just absolutely unguardable in his era. 3 and out for Philadelphia. Inopportune as well, considering just how red hot the Patriots have been in today's game. Donnie Jones, product out of LSU, averaging 47 yards a punt this season, will send it away. End over end, this punt lands to Edelman's lap at the 15. He is spilled to the 19 for the return of 4. Quick injury update. Jerome Brown suffers just muscle cramps. He's in fact back in there at defensive tackle for the all-time Philadelphia defense. Brady on a deep drop. It's first down. He throws into traffic, and that's swatted away. The deflection from Maxie Barnes.
Like I always say, again, if you have a chance to intercept a pass, you might give up points as the drive ends.
That is a huge missed opportunity. Brady, with plenty of time, throws into traffic, and another dropped interception.
Once you get your hands on the ball, you have to catch it. You lose opportunities by not doing that.
Lito Shepherd, who was acquired a couple weeks ago, was there to drop the interception. Patriots go 3 and out despite the 2 golden opportunities. 4th quarter coming up next in Philadelphia. The Patriots 24 and the Eagles 21. Welcome back. We have begun the fourth quarter as the sun is set at the Link in Philadelphia. Nick Rice and Hank Cinnamon in a must-win for the Eagles and the Patriots. Brian Behringer, one of the great punters of the 2020s, drives it to Westbrook, and Philadelphia will set up shop at their own 33.
Here is where you have to press. You have to make sure that if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, you're getting the ball down the field. You're not stalling drives out. You're making concise passes.
Well, that's a good way to get things going. Van Buren upended after a big catch and run. First down, Philadelphia. The Eagles, Steve Van Buren, to your point, the first month of the season was a no-show for this offense, but has been a bigger part of this unit in the second half of the year. 10-yard run from Randall Cunningham. This is one of the most dangerous running quarterbacks in NFL history. All-time Eagles record. In fact, all-time NFL record in rushing when he retired late in the 1990s. Inside run, Van Buren has got a couple. First down.
Ironically, that was his first rush of the game, and it was like a 9 3/4 yard rush.
And for Cunningham, that's been commonplace, those long runs. But to your point, he's typically been a bigger part running the ball. Weaver, the check down, and he loses yardage. But you can look at the numbers today. The great dual threat has been better throwing the ball today.
And along with Weaver catching that ball, you just got to go down sometimes when you get tackled, because if you don't just go down, oh, okay, intercepted by Bonaconte.
Brutal, right into the hands of the linebacker, and that is the third turnover of the day for Philadelphia. And as you can see here, there was no opening.
Yeah, I mean, he could have hit the check down right in front of him, but I think he decided to get a little bit greedy.
Randall Cunningham, that's his second pick of the day and his 9th of the year. Brady guns it. There's Welker again. Vincent knocks him down to the 44.
And the problem for the Eagles is that if you keep turning the ball over, the Patriots are going to keep capitalizing on points. They were very good at capitalizing off of turnovers from teams.
Nance buried for a loss by Seth Joyner. So for those of you joining us, the Patriots, Wes Welker and Tom Brady, that combination has been unguardable today. And it seems both offenses have severely slowed down here in the fourth quarter. Brady under duress. Incomplete. Third down coming up.
The Patriots were always one of those teams that it was very hard to play against them, because if you gave up those turnovers to them, they would usually put them into points. And then as the game went on, the defense would get stronger and stronger and stronger.
It seems the defense of the Eagles has also gotten stronger as the game goes on. And with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, say what you want about the turnovers and everything else. I'd say if you're Philadelphia, you're pretty encouraged by the spot you're in right now. Field goal to tie it, touchdown for the lead. And with this much field left to go, you could certainly work the clock. Eagles begin the drive on the ground, and Van Buren is stuffed. Willie McGinnis with the tackle, but he is shaken up on the play. Willie McGinnis has the NFL record for playoff sacks. He was in so many playoff games during the 2000s, and he makes the stop there. Van Buren with a gain of a couple.
Yeah, Willie McGinnis was in, 5 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowls?
Yeah, 4.
He was in a lot of Super Bowls.
He has the third most sacks overall in Patriots history, but in the playoffs, he really turned it on. Third down, and Cunningham throws it away. What in the world's going on for these offenses here?
Yeah, I mean, you're just better off throwing it deep, and maybe you get another interception, but at least it's kind of like a punt. That is just, I don't know what that is.
Edelman with a solid return, then gets decked by Sheldon Brown. Well, Randall Cunningham in that first half went to the well, and it worked over and over again. Those jump balls to Harold Carmichael, but he has been, with 0 targets, a non-factor here in the fourth quarter. Nance dances with the 37. Eagles burn their first timeout with 3:03 to go in anticipation of getting the ball back. That defense has got to make a play. 2nd and 2 with Coates as the motion man. Jim Nance hit behind the line and is stuffed at the 37. Timeout.
You have to stop them here, because if you don't stop them here, then you probably don't have very many timeouts left. You got 2 with a timeout and the 2-minute warning.
Patriots 5 for 9 on 3rd downs, and they convert again, it appears. The officials, I guess for dramatic effect, will bring in the chain gang, and indeed he got it. Back-breaking conversion for the Patriots.
Yeah, now you basically have to rely on stopping them, on basically stopping them twice and letting more time run off the clock.
Really, outside of a turnover, you're going to have very little time left if you're Cunningham and company. Nance off tackle to the 40. A good job there by Chuck Bednarik, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, you either call the 2-minute warning, you call a timeout there, and then you get the 2-minute warning, or you go to the 2-minute warning, you call a timeout.
Either way, they've got to stop him here. Nance stuffed at the 44. Timeout called after the tackle from Lido Shepherd. And if the Patriots reach the 50, the game is over. This is Jim Nance, the man who set the yard per game mark in 1966. A dominant, no, that's Curtis Martin, my apologies. And he is denied. No chance there, and the Patriots are going to give the ball back to Philly.
So the Eagles will have the ball with about 50 seconds left to operate with, give or take. My math is off, excuse me.
About a minute to go. Math was pretty good there. Jerome Brown, a feel-good story, back in there after the injury, and he makes the critical 3rd down stop. Westbrook didn't have much of a chance. Gerard Mayo, Patriots linebacker and an All-Pro, and a Patriots coach there on the tackle. David Akers, along of 57 in his illustrious career, which spanned over a decade with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's got the most field goal makes in franchise history, and a chance to force overtime if they give him a shot. Cunningham out of timeouts, going deep right away. Carmichael's somewhere out there. We'll see if he can grab it, and the answer is no. Pihos was the one who touched it last.
There are way too many Philadelphia Eagles players in that bunch right there. There's a reason why that was incomplete, and it's because they were probably on top of each other.
The Patriots secondary healthy for this game, rared up and ready. They played good in the 4th quarter. Cunningham is hit as he throws, and Pihos makes the toe-tapping catch. 1st down. A look at the numbers today for both quarterbacks, and hard to believe the 2 interceptions really hurts, but Cunningham's got more yards and more touchdowns, Hank.
Yep, they're looking to see if this is indeed a catch. It seemed like he toe-tapped with both feet, so that's a 1st down.
We've got ourselves a heavyweight battle. Randall Cunningham and Tom Brady, they did it differently in their days, but both have been very good in today's game. Check down to Retzlaff, and he didn't get the 2nd foot down. Incomplete.
It's only 2 yards. You have to be throwing for further down the field than that.
Snap to Cunningham. He throws to Pihos on the sideline again, upended at the 48. That's inbounds, but a pickup of 16. No huddle. It looks like they're going to clock the ball, and they do with 35 seconds to go.
Sometimes guys get a little too greedy when they could have gone out of bounds, and that was one of those situations.
A big hit as well from Asante Samuel. Eagles a chance to jump back within a game of the Cowboys in the division with a win. Down by a field goal late in this one, incomplete. Philadelphia next week begins their 2-game road trip with a visit to Seattle on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Brady-Manning rivalry continues in Foxborough next week when the Patriots take on the Colts. A.J. Brown with a gain of 4, 4th and 6, and it comes down to this for Philadelphia. Cunningham throws it short to Harold Jackson. What was he doing? And the game comes to an end.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where, again, you're looking back at those turnovers, and the Patriots definitely deserve to win this one with the turnovers they got and Wes Welker playing well.
For the rest of our outstanding crew and Hank Cinnamon as well, I am Nick Rice. This is the All-Time Rosters franchise with Charge Dude 95.